The life zone. Okay, it's difficult to enter the life zone. This is a life farm right now, but since the retry patch is infinite, I leave only power-ups and a few moons. Okay. So it's an unnecessary life zone. Oh, thanks for the GG. Almost done designing it. Oh, oops. Underground swamp. Interesting. Oh, what do you know? Oh, what do you know? What? Oh, do you know what? If you press and hold up or down arrow keys, the screen scrolls in that direction just like in Spelunky 2. Mistakes were made. Alright, so it does that, but where? Like, I'm actually kind of confused about what the gimmick here is so far, because it doesn't seem to apply. We Kirby now. We are very Kirby now. You know, Spelunky isn't what I would necessarily compare that scroll to. I would definitely say it's more like Sonic. And in fact, I would be shocked if the ASM that does this doesn't say Sonic-type scrolling or something like that. Press up. Point of advice, the first half of this factory is on if you look to the right, otherwise it is off and cannot spin. On if you look to the right, otherwise it's right, can't spin. Okay. So what are you going to do with the underground swamp? I'm curious. Who made this? Okay, that's not a name I know. Hey, Mario! Electricity seems dangerous. You take damage if you touch it. Pokey. So we got the ASCII cat over there. Okay, so these bricks change, and I have no access to spin jumps. Okay. I get this. And the cats punch you to the left. Oh, they hurt you too. Okay. Gonna murder some player characters. Well, of course. That's the GM's prerogative, of course. Oh, I'm... Okay, I get it now. So, left, right, got it. Took me a minute. Took me a minute. I get the levels gimmick now. I have to sail through that while looking to the left. That's a little tricky. It doesn't go up, does it? No. I would have made this easy. You guys have to accept that I'm not getting through that part without it hurting. Okay. This is tricky. I couldn't get enough momentum to make that work. Pokey, you are not helping. I'm gonna be curious to see how this level actually scored. Well, I'm dead twice. I might just look it up now. I'm curious. Okay, there we go. Load that for a sec. Oh. That's good of a time as any to take a short handbrake. How you doing, TD Warrior HS and friends? How was your stream? What were you up to? Hope it was something fun. We like handbrakes. They're good. They keep cars from rolling downhill. Amongst other things. Do you rusting on that SMW? Oh, nice! Doing Kaizo or regular? currently I'm playing chocolate level design contest levels. Some of which I am not... Oh, that's why the cat's there. You know, it would have been smart to realize that before. I've been doing this the really hard way. I could just use the ASCII cat and that would help me. I kept thinking these are just kind of here because they're here and not important, but no, ASCII cats are always important. I don't know what this cat's name is. There's like a million ASCII cats from Tucha and assorted other image boards. Nope! Oh, that was close. Just need to cat better. Kaizo, AGDQ is going to be right by you next year, so you figure you're definitely going to be attending. May as well submit some stuff. Oh, nice! Yeah, I saw from Glitch Cat's Discord that it's going to be in the non-Philadelphia part of Pennsylvania, which is to say Pittsburgh. Which I've never been to, but I've heard things about. I was hoping I'd finish that with nice things, but honestly, it's Pittsburgh. I've never heard anything nice about Pittsburgh. Worst they can say... Yeah, worst thing they can say is no. Yeah. That is true. The one time I submitted to GDQ, I got a no, and that was fine. It is the nature of things. Oh, I went too early. Yeah, I submitted chat hacks in, like, 2020, I think. It was a long time ago. Got told no. It happens. But it would be cool if you got some in. I haven't been to GDQ yet. Yeah, I submitted. They say no and laugh. As far as I know, they didn't laugh. They just said no. How you doing, Jeff? I just got a normal rejection like everyone else. You load up the page one day and discover, oh, nope, your run's done. Finally. That is one bouncy Pokey, who is dead. In. Out. At least you're funny to someone. Oh, what if they say no and laugh? Yes. Fair point. Yeah, I doubt they laugh. Based upon my rejection, I don't think there's any laughing. If it is, it's behind scenes, and, you know... Right, that's an evil Pokey. Oh. How was CLDC? It's a mixed bag. Some of these have been really easy and fast and fun, and other ones have been painful and tedious. I'm not sure how I stand on this one yet. But there was one I did last night that took, I think, an hour and a half, and I was making forward progress during almost all of it, having decided to cheat. Like, with cheating, it took an hour and a half. Not because it was difficult in terms of, like, actual execution, just because that was how much distance you had to travel in the game. Ow. What causes laser switch? Directionality of facing. So when you're facing left, the factory is off. When you're facing right, the factory is on. It's a very simple concept, and I've actually dealt with this particular gimmick in another level design contest. There was a WLDC level that was like this, that had a lot of interesting puzzles about facing left versus right, and how it affected the level itself. Right, no spin jumps. The lack of spin jumps is actually hampering me fairly often. Yeah, it'd be cool. Looked into it because I don't really know exactly like where Pittsburgh is in real space, because I've never needed to go to Pittsburgh before. And I'm like, I could theoretically go to that, depending upon the timing. I need to figure a bunch of other travel things out, because I want to go to the Mystery Hunt again this year. It's been a while since I've been to one. I want to go in the pipe. And GDQ and the Mystery Hunt tend to have a little bit of overlap due to being very early in January, both of them. No! It's always a lot of blind obstacles. But it would be cool to go to a GDQ. Back when I had family who lived in Florida, it would have been really convenient when it was in Florida, but that didn't work. They had a DC one year, and I had family around DC, and then they stopped doing it around there. Like, it's not terribly inaccessible from DC or Boston in Pittsburgh, but still. Parents are closer than you, they live an hour away from where it's going to be, and you live 3 hours away. Oof. But that's not too bad. You try and make it next time in Minnesota. Are they still doing SGGQ in Minnesota? I guess they did last year, didn't they? Minnesota wouldn't be too bad. I mean, you could go see the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota. Stay there and I'm gonna get a hotel. Yeah, that's nice. Like, sometimes staying in a hotel is a nice thing, but like, being able to stay with people and just stay in a nice, like, known quantity bed, it's much nicer than being in a hotel. I am a fan. Whenever I attend cons in Seattle, I just stay at my own place, because there's no real reason to go and get a hotel downtown, because I live so close. You know, within an hour of downtown. As much as I'm willing to admit, location-wise. Okay, that worked. That did not work because I forgot which direction I need to be facing. So, like, I went to PAX today, and, you know, it took a certain amount of time to travel there. It was not a very large amount of time to travel. It took me longer to travel back, for reasons that I am not going to reveal, but, you know. Invited your one bud to stay with you for the event. They got plenty of room, which is nice. Yeah, it's really nice when they have, like, extra space. That is available for use. Ah. I do not like this combination of obstacles. What game would you be submitting, out of curiosity? Like some Kaizo or something else? How does the trip take longer on the other route? Nicest part of not having to have a hotel. Having to get a hotel for you is the cost. It adds up quick. Oh yeah, hotels are expensive. I always forget how expensive they are just because, like, I don't stay in hotels often enough anymore. Like, and San Francisco hotels where I was staying were expensive. Like, irritatingly so. To answer the simple question, Fries, because I took a different route back. A more scenic route, if you will. So I think I can get that Pokey to shed most of his sides before I get down there, and that'll make my life easier. Submitting a few hacks around, as well as Sound Voltex. Oh, Sound Voltex would be cool. Depending on how long it takes you to do rest on SOW, making D-rest on VVVV. That's another good one, actually. I'm a big fan of VVV. That would be a cool one. Ouch. Think you understand. It's not complicated. I have a few incentives in mind for SDVX. What is SDVX? Looking at this, I don't think you could have mistyped STGQ. Oh, Sound Voltex, thank you. Cosplay as a character of the game while making your life harder would be fun. Oh, I always like that when that happens. There was a guy who cosplayed as a... Actually, no, that wasn't related to the game at all. Oh, crap. Another raid. Got a lot of raids today. That could be cool, though. How you doing, Fen? Blue and Fen raid. Were you guys, like, collabing? Doing a, like, dual stream or something? That could be pretty cool. What's up, Blue Ribbon? Oh, man, I've really been forgetting to do this. Multi-world, that would do it. Alright, let me do this really quick, because, like, I got 3 raids so far, and I should be better about this. Do that one. Do that one. It's gonna throw them all up at once. I don't know if this is a great plan, but... there we go. Third one. Really should remember to do this. Doing multi-worlds together on most Saturdays. Oh, nice! Multi-worlds are pretty cool. How you doing, Morgan... or Morgana... Modaria? I apologize. I don't think my pronunciation for that was very good. And a couple crosswords. Well, welcome in. We're currently playing a bunch of chocolate level design contest levels. Kind of badly, honestly. I'm having some trouble with the ASCII cats. But otherwise, we're having a good time. Kind of curious who made these cat ones. Cat sprites. Like, my first thought was maybe this is a Sweet Dude level, but I know it's not because it says on the screen it's not a Sweet Dude level. The gimmick here is the world changes depending upon which direction you're facing. So you face left, everything turns on. You face right, they all go away. What if it's just a ruse? It might be. Well, that worked. Completely on accident. Also been talking about PAX. Was at PAX today and yesterday. I'm gonna try and do like a post-con report on like the games I played and what I think was cool. Got to meet Anon, the creator of Hacker's Dreams and other things, which was pretty cool. Played Impulse yesterday. A very important person. I mean, it's VIP quality. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to meet him. We talked a bit about the philosophy of stuff until eventually I like introduced myself. Because I don't usually tell people who I am. I'm not important enough to do that kind of thing. Oh, I can just jump through that. Oh no, spin jumps! Ah! Okay, well, that's another bit of progress. Anon is cool. Met him at SGDQ. You think that? No. I even discussed that fact. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Pat CDR. I'm one of the mods. Like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I don't like feel the need to announce that. I'm not like actually important. I'm really just doing QA for a website. It doesn't really matter that much. So, favorite game? Oh, that's a hard question. There were a lot. Like I said, I want to collate some notes and do a report. Probably on Twitch. Maybe I'll like type it up and make it HTML at some point. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Interesting things I played or looked at. There were some fun escape room games that I kind of want to take another second look at. There were a bunch of Polish games I really want to take another look at, including a Metroidvania that was made by a guy who was a wedding photographer based upon Slovakian mythology, which was made into like a 1970s TV show that everybody knows about in Poland. Like, the whole, like, long and short there made me very interested in checking it out. I played the game for a bit, because they had the sequel there, but I had some problems with it because it was in Polish and I can't read Polish. There was an interesting game about, like, photographing yokai that was really cute, that I definitely want to play more of. Very nice, like, indie art style. Impulse was really good. I don't think I'll be good at Impulse, Anon's game, but I did appreciate what he's trying to do. Ultimately, I think I'm gonna get. I think what would just generally end up happening is I'll be confused about the directionality of things because I'm not very good at that. Do cool stick stuff. That's true. I suppose that's true. What else did I play that was really cool? You know what? There was one of the Polish games that I thought was really interesting and I really want to play more of. It was an odd combination of, like, Spiritus and Carcassonne. That was really different from everything else I tried playing. But apparently that's just something that the Polish developers do, is turn board games into video games, because they also had a game about quilting and cats. Couldn't tell you more than that because I didn't get to play it. As well as a port of Wingspan, which is a really interesting sort of... is 4X the right term here? Engine building? Yeah, engine building is the right term. That is so much easier. I should just do that every time. Engine building game. Though my favorite engine building game is that one that was supposed to be a spice trade game, but instead like had a Kickstarter version with golems, which is really good. Yeah, Wingspan's fun. I've played it in person a few times. It's one of those, you don't think it's going to be cool because of the bird nature, but then you're like, oh, yeah, this is really cool, actually. Oh, stupid Pokey. Other things, I saw a game that I thought was kind of a Doom shitpost, and actually mentioned this to the developers. I'm like, and tell me if this is offensive, but this game kind of looks like bad Doom wads. And he's like, yeah, no, that's intentional. You're probably thinking like Seinfeld Doom. I'm like, I was thinking of like Terry Traps, but sure, Seinfeld Doom, that's good too. It's a game about a one-armed pirate who has a shotgun for an arm, and apparently they're going to have like cool animations between stages. It's on my list of, if I can play it on Monday, I'll try and play it on Monday, which is a pretty short list at this point. I got to play cricket again about 2 years later. I initially played that at PAX 2021. Not sure what killed me there. But it's an interesting, like, turn-based with some timed hits RPG. I'm kind of curious where they're going to go with it. I didn't actually beat the demo. I had some trouble with the boss because I couldn't resist activating a feature that most people who probably played the demo didn't know about, because I accidentally kept doing it in the 2021 demo. But basically you can make the game harder by running into people. The game has sort of this, like, jog to sprint mechanic, which is supposed to be for, like, knocking things off walls, but also you can run into people and cars to break them, which is pretty funny. I just couldn't resist. And if you run into enough things, it actually makes the game more difficult just because you're being a dick. So I played the game on, like, 1.5 times difficulty, and it turns out I didn't have enough resources to really make that work. So that was fun. Always a fan of Doom-like games. Need to go for the Ultra Kills. So that one is not even like... That one's not merely a Doom-like game. I asked because the engine looked very... Like, the way it was playing looked familiar. And they were, like, straight up saying, yeah, no. This is built using Z-Doom. They have code on top of it, but the basis of their game is, in fact, Z-Doom. Which, hey, it's open source. Go for it. You're not going to get the Doom-like feeling more than actually playing Doom. And they're accomplishing it, so more power to them. Yeah, I could look up the name of that one. It's, why not? I've been dying enough, I can spend a moment looking at the Steam list. My notes currently are, like, part Steam list, part, photographs, and a whole bunch of random crap that I pocketed. This is the game. Captain Wayne, Vacation Desperation. The plot being that a pirate who got his arm bitten off by a zombie whale, which is actually a shark, he's just an idiot, replaces it with a shotgun arm, and decides he needs to get... and someone stole his treasure, so he's got to get it back. That's the plot that I got out of the developers. Which I asked, is this going to be like Bad Dude's level plot, or are you going to do something different? Like, no, we have animatics. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And pointed out that usually for this sort of thing, when you have animatics, they tell you how many minutes of animatics you have, because that isn't a feature that's in modern games. But in like 1995, when that was all the rage, they would actually list how much animation they had in the game by minute. So, and they have a lot. An absolute, like, they said they were going to go for at least 90 minutes, and that's a lot of animatics. Also got to play the CDI Zelda-like, which was interesting for a little bit. Disappointed he didn't have a card. I really prefer to have physical media when looking that thing up, but honestly, it's CDI Zelda. You know what you're in for. But it both plays and looks like CDI Zelda. It's actually legitimately impressive. I asked about how he got the animation done, and he said, oh yeah, the people involved are in like the YouTube poop scene, and they really know what they're doing. And that was a pretty good answer, honestly. Is that Shantae? I don't think it was, but it was proximately close. I suppose it could be. I didn't know that was done by Shantae devs. The one person I talked to seemed like he was the dev. It was kind of close to the Limited Run Games booth, which I would be indicative of Shantae, I think, but I can't say I know for a fact. Should have been more patient. There were several anime... There was a lot of anime games I actually kind of wanted to play. There were a couple of Castlevania, like, Symphony of the Night likes. There was an anime one where you had played as two sisters that looked kind of cool. And I played that one for a bit. That was fun. There was also a Symphony of the Night like where you play as Ebenezer Scrooge. Which, honestly, you know what? Props for trying something unique. It's kind of going through the motions of A Christmas Carol. It's amazing. It actually is. How many minutes of animatics does the disc inside my brain have? Way too many. Way too many. How you doing, Mika? What's up, Dan? How you doing? This entry? Yeah. This entry wins your love because you're biased towards bullets, but the gameplay and gimmicks are well done. I mean, so far I've been feeling that mostly I just die to things outside of my control, but I'm also not very good at the specific gimmick. That's... wait, was it Azeroth? I don't... Wait, is that? Let me look. It might have been. I have to go look. Like I said, my, I don't think this is it. Oh, wait, no. This is the CDI Zelda-like. Yes, that is it. Absolutely. As that is actually what that was. Like I said, I didn't have a card, and my memory is not the best for names and other things, and so like I said, I plan to collate all of the combination of Steam wishlist, random photos I took, and assorted handouts I got into like a reasonable, I think these things are cool list. Another weird one was, and I was surprised I dug it as much as I did, but I wanted to spend more time playing it, but I also was like, I need to be able to hear this, and I don't really want to wear the headphones 50 other people have worn today. Really, I wish they'd just, like, give you a port for your own headphones, but apparently the era of headphones, you know, that are wired is over, so no one's going to do that anymore. Right, I want Pokey to take himself down. Pokey! I have completely lost track of what I was talking about. I have gotten distracted. Have wired headphones. I know! They're so convenient! They always work! But no, most people walk around with, like, those Apple ones that are wireless now, so it doesn't really matter. Would be really convenient for those of us who carry wired headphones around, but I don't think we're the majority anymore. only go wired. You can't use earbuds because the ear shape sucks for you. Oh, I can see that. Yeah. I'm just a fan of using the earbuds that you have. It's much nicer. I haven't gotten past that Pokey. But yeah, I kind of just wish they'd like have a splitter so you could easily use your own media for that, mediums for that. It would be really nice. Oh, I guess since we're talking, since I can reiterate myself now because we've spent enough time, there was a Toho version of Age of Empires, which was kind of cool to play. Definitely needs a little more work since a non-trivial amount of the plot was in Japanese, and I can't understand that even though the language was set to English. But it was still pretty cool. Toho people are strange. That entire area was like the Japanese indie booth, which had a lot of interesting games. Spent some time there playing a game which is about kind of insomnia. I'm not really sure. I get the feeling that there's more to it, but I didn't play enough. But it's kind of a bullet hell type game where you need to dodge bad things happening to you while you're asleep, but it's not you who's dodging them. You're kind of a thing. Yeah. It's a weird gimmick. But the gameplay was solid and definitely frantic. There's some little kids who were trying to play it today. I played it yesterday, and they were definitely panicking as they were trying to dodge bullets and burst enemies away. It was something. Okay, time to focus for like the next second or two. Pokey. Should have brought my Babel fish. I left it in my other robe. Would have been convenient, but you know how it goes. I have made no progress on this level since I've started. Really. Now, one of those like thoughts I had after this was like, oh, you know, PAX would be a good time to like get SMW people together. Would've been cool if we'd like had a bar meetup or something. Had one last year when Tass was in town, but I don't think there was anything else in the cards, or if it was, I wasn't invited, so... Maybe next time PAX is in town, I'll try to make something happen. Not really sure where the right venue for that is, but... it would be cool. Wish I could avoid taking damage here. But yeah, lots of interesting stuff. There was also, this is one I didn't get to play, but I probably should go and take a look. A Souls-like where you are a crab. I'm still not sure how that works, but it seems like an interesting idea. Yeah, this works. Until it doesn't. Do Portland Retro Expo again. Could be good for an SMW. That'd be good. Yeah, when is that happening? Sometime in October, I think. I wouldn't be opposed. So I didn't get to go to the like retro game thing I did last. I generally do in Seattle. And Portland was fun last time. Seen that ages ago, saw it, and you're like, okay, I'm in. Wonder when it's supposed to come out. I don't know. That's why I didn't spend enough time near the booth to actually check out. There are a few other walking simulators I want to try out. Some about like potions, or like the the botanist's house or something. I have a flyer about it, and I might go and try and play that again on Monday. This is not a difficult trick. All about the timing. With the ASCII cats on strings. what's this video? That's it, another crab's treasure. That is exactly what I looked up and saw. I cannot get that turn. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised at the number of, like, things that I didn't see yesterday, or the day before, and then did see today. That I wanted to mess with. But as I said, I'm not going back tomorrow. I will take the day off of doing that kind of thing. That kind of thing. Yeah, most of the games I saw were coming out in 24. Kind of the nature of it. If it was already out, then you know, it'd already be out. But there's not that much 23 left. You know? Ah, crap. Got delayed. Or it says 23, got delayed. What's the Reggie saying? A good game. A game that's delayed is eventually good. A bad game that gets released is always bad. Not always the sanest thing from a marketing perspective, but you know. This combination of sprites I find incredibly vexing. Yeah, one thing I was kind of missing, and I swear it used to be at PAX, was an artist's alley. There was one artist that I saw there. The guy who draws Foxtrot. I don't really care about Foxtrot. It's nice, it's an adequate newspaper comic, but I don't care about Foxtrot. Oh, for Pete's sake. This is fine. Dang it. Oh, what's up, Jenny Fufu? How you doing? Austrian nowadays, but rather delay than patch, yeah. Delay's always good, feels bad in the moment, but good in the long run, yeah. It's how it be. Don't have more red falls on our hands. Red falls. Oh, that worked. I might not be familiar with that one. There we go. It's better. I keep hearing the ice freezing in the fridge, and it's disconcerting. Or freezer. Reminds you of Second Reality Project. I could see that. Yeah, honestly, I haven't had too much difficulty with the... You can't slide through those. Good to know. Shouldn't have jumped. Game released half finished. There was a lot of it broken. Everyone hated it for that. And there's a lot of games that were released half finished and people hated it. For the longest time, PC Gamer's lowest rating was for a game called Extreme Paint Brawl, which was unfinished. But it just wasn't very good. Eventually got patched up to the point where like it was playable and wasn't bad, but it never was good. Curse on modern gaming. Well, it's too easy. You know, everyone has an always-on internet connection now and can download gigabytes on gigabytes of data. Like, in the early Xbox 360 era, releasing a patch was a big deal because, you know, you had to pay for it. Possibly due to something you don't understand, yeah. I think the main reason we see so many more, like, day one patches and everything is because it's become relatively cheap to do so. And plus, it gives you more time. An awful lot of people want to buy things that are on shelves, which is just like a thing. But then, you know, if you have to go and patch it already, did you really buy it on the shelf? Does it matter? For Grandma, it doesn't matter. For us, it kind of does. So, kind of the best of both worlds for some devs. They get to be able to put the product on the shelf and still have time to fix it up, you know, extra month or two afterwards. Okay. Can I walk through these? I can walk through those. They have no collision. Okay. Okay. Pokey! Some still have data limits. It's true, but in America, the average person now has broadband much more than they did in the 360 era, where the average person probably still had dial-up. No, not probably still had average person have dial-up. But I'm kind of wondering when the changeover happened from average person having dial-up to average person having broadband. Or even using the term broadband. In fact, there was a big hullabaloo over Fez. There was a problem where, like, certain things you could do could corrupt your save game. And Fish rolled a patch for that, but then had to roll another patch later and was really unhappy with the fact that Microsoft said, hey, your first patch is free. Your second patch costs you money to deliver because patches are difficult and irritating to send to people. And Fish threw a tantrum over that. Which is unsurprising given what we know about him now, I suppose. Okay, how do I get him to punch me? Different cycle. Let's try top cycle. Of course there's a Pokey there! Yeah, the dial-up. Yeah, we only got broadband after a while in my family. And even then we had DSL, which wasn't the most amazing, but it was still better than sharing a single dial-up connection that we used to do. Which admittedly did solve an awful lot of inter-sibling problems. Based upon who got to use the internet. But sharing 5 kilobytes down, or kilobits down, or whatever down, is not a terribly tenable situation. I'd like to thank internet connection sharing. That worked out pretty well. You know, once I got it working adequately. It took some time in doing. The Pokey didn't spawn. This part's much easier now. Wait. I don't need him to punch me, I can just walk in! Oh, I've been dumb this whole time. Slow it down by 800, make it a horror ambience. Now, the thing is, I don't actually mind. Like, dial-up was okay at the time, in part because websites were made for dial-up. Like, nowadays, the average website is incredibly bloated with all sorts of crap no one cares about. React, libraries, Google Analytics, humongous amounts of JavaScript that really no one wanted or asked for. But back in the day, it was just pictures, text, HTML. It worked out pretty well. My website is still that kind of thing because I don't really feel the need to change it. Right. A day one special edition game is a pretty promise unfulfilled, but a digital deluxe edition is easily irrelevant thanks to data mining, yeah. Crazy to think of the kinds of things from back then are considered creepy nowadays, yeah. Back in the day, we could go to a whole website and have hamsters dancing with no bloat whatsoever. It's true. What's up, Desi? Your website is basically that kind of thing, too. I appreciate it. How you doing, Desi? Thank you for the good luck. I've been at this for far too long. It's the kind of thing that does not play well to me, hoping cycles match up and whatnot. You were doing Phantasy Star still, right? Haven't been watching much Twitch for the last few days because I've been at PAX and doing PAX things. Doing alright? I'm having a lovely evening? I am, actually. Pretty dang good. I went to PAX today, got to meet Anon, which was cool. Played some really random games. As one does. And, you know, just generally kind of mucked around until it was time to go. There we go. Yeah, I'm planning on actually collating all the things I have and hopefully coming up with a decent, like, these are things I want to play and I'm looking forward to list in the near future. But currently those notes are spread around my Steam wish list, a bunch of random photos I took, and assorted flyers I've been given. So, will eventually turn into something. Just not anytime soon. I mean, and by that I mean like today. No! I was just gonna be safe and wait for the mushroom, and I bet damage boost through the Pokey. There's so many ways to take damage in this. Ah, indeed. That's the second time since I started this that I've been close to the end of that. Also, when you're punted, you're going too fast to jump. I've noticed recently. Kind of an important detail. This other fun PAX fact, I saw one of the guys who invented Magic the Gathering. He was just there, hanging out. Didn't feel the need to do anything about it. I mostly know him from Mystery Hunt stuff. Which I thought was funny. But he once stole a sign I made. To be fair, the sign did say free sign, so I can't really be angry about it. He also gave it back pretty promptly. May as well just damage boost my way back over here. Maybe that's just a smart move, because I'm just not good at that first trick. Go up here. This is fine. This is not fine. Such a good game. Been trying to figure out a weird quest in PS4. Otherwise, progress has been good in that game. Hope to figure out the quest before you beat the game. Alright, nice. Yeah, JRPGs can have an awful lot of unintuitive mechanics that take time and effort to understand. If you can find them at all. Oh, you said he once stole a snail from outside. No. A sign I made. To be fair, actually, I didn't even make the sign. Squiggles wrote a decent chunk of it because my handwriting is unintelligible. But yeah, it said on one side it said free sign, on the other side it said the people behind me can't see. I felt it was a worthwhile endeavor. We were protesting the Mystery Hunt because it was banking themed, and that was one of the years of Occupy Wall Street. And so my team all decided to show up with posters to protest it, which was kind of fun, especially because it turned out to be a heist instead of a investment banking themed Mystery Hunt. Unfortunately, it's not one of the better hunts in history, unless you're one of the people who had one of the long-running hunts in recent history, because I know C. Scott was very excited every time it ran across. It's like, yes, now my hunt is the 4th longest one on record, as opposed to the 3rd longest one on record. But aside from that demographic, it was not a winner. One of the few times where they have decided, yeah, let's make the hunt shorter by requiring fewer puzzles. You only had to solve 4 out of the 5 big metas to make to actually go to the end game, I think it was. That also had some of my least favorite puzzles of all time. I want to say that was the one with the spice packets. One of the puzzles manifested as a bunch of packets of loose spices, and you had to identify the spices within. And what turns out what happens when you're given baggies of spices to identify is it all blends together almost immediately, and the room just smells like, you know, spices. Makes it really hard to identify any specific individual spice. Especially when, as we found out after the fact, that there were 3 spices in each bag. We didn't solve that one. Waited too long. Stupid Pokey. I really hope there's... Actually, no, I've only seen 2 dragon coins. There's probably a lot more after this. I have made no progress with this one, honestly. It's just, this one has not been to my strengths. There were some cool metas, and, like, the ideas behind Coin Heist were good. Just, like, there were too many puzzles that were really sloggy. The Gangnam style puzzle I will never forgive, because I'm now aware of Orange Nanya style, which I would have been happier knowing without never knowing about. Me and Squiggles solved that puzzle. Other people can claim they collected data that made it possible, but me and Squiggles solved that puzzle. Don't care. Please tell me that was a midway. Hooray! Have an H. Advice. The second half of this factory cannot go back and can be re-challenged with the L or R button. What? GG? No, it seems premature, but okay. I do not understand what they just... I mean, I guess it must have take effect later. Oh, and the Dragon Coin save. That's nice. So I've got 3, so half the level's ahead of me, I guess. Everything is Pokey. Good luck with the rest of the entries. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Dan. Dan Mario. Oh, I understand now. You can't press left. Pressing L or R brings you back in case you get soft locked, but you can't press left. Which also means, I don't think if this is a fire flower... Okay, I can collect it. Maybe I shouldn't have collected it, but I can collect it. This seems unnecessarily cruel. Okay, so I need to get up speed and just kind of jump. Nope. Global timer, so eventually that will match up. Okay, you know what? I've done this shtick before. I can work with this. I've beaten jump half. I can kill a Pokey by just staring at it. Maybe. Maybe. Actually, the right thing to do here is... die. No, the right thing to do here is use the mushroom here for a damage boost against these things, but I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know what the green thing does. My guess is what it does is it depowers you up anyway, so it doesn't actually matter if you get a power-up. But it's hard to tell. I'm gonna walk off. Nope. Too much momentum. Far too much momentum. Yeah, without left, you really can't do anything to divest yourself of the momentum. Would be nice. Woo. Okay. I will say this works slightly better to my talents than the last one did. In retrospect, I think I should have stayed on the moving platform. So the man who really should have stayed on the moving platform. Okay, I don't think it's actually worth it to get the mushroom. Or maybe I don't understand what I'm doing. Yeah, I think it actually resets every time, so it's probably worth it to get the mushroom just because I get a different cycle on that guy. Oh well. Nope, nope. Like I said, pretty much guaranteed to fail that. This room has electricity, but it is too much electricity, so you may want to, I don't know, wear a hat. The timing on that would have worked if I hadn't gotten bounced by the cat. I'm certain this thing has a name. I don't know what it is. I'm not well versed in my ASCII cat lore. I do remember back when, like, there were a lot of cool flash animations involving these guys and, like, 1,000 git. And of course, Nightmare City, which everyone was all about for a while. Sidebound Action Cat, that might be it. But I feel like it has a name. Pretty sure all of the random ASCII things that exist in, like, Tucha or Tuchan, I always get those two mixed up, mythology have names. VIP2 gave him a name. It's very possible he was named in VIP2, but I'm pretty certain this cat would have a name before that. I just want to make it past that point. There we go. Because, like, these things are multimedia cats. They've existed in many different media projects. Okay. No. Someone likes the sweet dude aesthetic. You know, sometimes you just die horribly. Nope. It would be cool if he had an actual name, though. No, like, that whole Japanese image board culture thing is so weird from the outside perspective. I don't even know that much about it, honestly, outside of, like, some of the stuff that transited over. Like the beef bowl rant. I want to interrogate him. I want to interrogate him for roughly an hour. Do you actually want extra sauce? Should be a tense place, where a fight could break out at any point in time on that U-shaped table. Anyway, what I'm saying, really, is that you should stick to the special. I'm kinda hungry again. Yeah, I've got food for tomorrow. I'm good on that. Seen people on Japanese image boards getting into heated arguments over whether to watch shows like anime, or shows like Family Guy or South Park dubbed or subbed. Now that is kind of amazing. I'm certain you've seen, like, the guy arguing that SpongeBob is some amazing American cultural providence and he has to watch it originally, and very excited about going to Japan where everyone watches SpongeBob all the time. That sort of nonsense. There we go. Oh, it's a fast pipe. No! Really hoping for a new section. That's a bad Pokey. That's a new section. If not for the bad Pokey! Evil, evil Pokey. Now let's be back. I want to try that one again. But I'm not surprised such arguments happen also on Japanese message boards, given, you know, the sub versus dub thing. Which is kind of silly, especially as I come down on, like, the subs are okay sometimes. I'm more of like I've come to appreciate the kind of awkward awfulness of 90s anime dubs. I don't know, there's something about it just appeals to me. Maybe it's just nostalgia. But I still enjoy, like, the dubs for Dirty Pair and, like, I don't know, Tenji Muyo. That era of anime. But I suspect it's mostly nostalgia. There were so many cycles I had to wait to line up for that. When you can't shred your momentum, you're just kind of at the whims of it. Yep. Spin jump is disabled. Oh wait, I got spin jump back? They told me it was disabled in the last room, so I guess I just didn't try it. I thought it was already gone. Knowing it's back, that changes a little bit, actually. Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit. I don't think I can make that height spin jumping, so... I don't think this knowledge actually helps me all that much. I wonder if I could have gotten to that hook by just jumping off that platform very carefully. I think I might have been able to. I'm not entirely sure. Well, we're going back. Spin jump on the ASCII cat? I'll have to try it. I'm mildly... Oh, no, 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 no. Well, send me back, ASCII cat. Let's try. Why not? You done changed the game, Desi. You have done changed the game. If I can spin jump on the ASCII cat, that actually solves an awful lot of problems. Such as how to avoid dying repeatedly. Definitely smart. Focus. You don't really understand how much you appreciate the left button until it's gone. That was a walled clip that got me. You think they're rare until you run into them all the time. Because you run into a lot when you actually play a lot of this game. Wait for my ASCII cat to reach the correct ASCII cat level. More consistent than anything else I've been doing. Oop. He had to hurl himself at me at that exact moment. You did watch some of the If the Emperor had a text-to-speech device? Oh good, I hope you enjoyed it. It is definitely Warhammer and weird. It is both of those things. It's dumb but fun, lots of good references. Yeah, I have to say, I'm not that familiar with Warhammer lore. I mostly just enjoyed it for what little I understood. And also the children's card game and JoJo references. Nope, that is bad. That is not a good way to do it. I gotta do that before I go to sleep. I forgot about that. Hey, I'm still big. That's cool. I actually came up with the time that I want to play Deltarune and messaged Ducati about it, but forgot to put it on the schedule so far. And by forgot, I mean I've been out most of the day. No! And so I haven't been at a computer where I can do it until like midnight, and then I didn't do it. Probably should do that before sleeping, after I finish this level, which I don't think I'm that far on. Stupid ASCII cat with its ASCII cat pushback ability. Yeah, I think the guy doing the Emperor text-to-speech device had to stop because Games Workshop changed their terms of service to make it really hard to do fan stuff, which is unfortunate. You have to appreciate the level of, like, fandom crap that some of the Japanese guys let people get away with. Because, like, Zune, the Toho guy, doesn't really care what people do with Toho. He's like, yeah, just don't make, like, egregious amounts of money. And you could just, like, Toho to your heart's content. I think there are, like, some actual restrictions about, like, how characters behave and everything, but for the most part, he's just like, whatever, have fun. And there's a ridiculous amount of Toho crap because of that. You know, that and everyone likes, you know, women wearing funny hats. A lot of fun, wish they didn't get shut down, yeah. It's the nature of fan works in American copyright things. Though Japanese copyright is worse from my understanding. But Japanese creators are weirder. So, I guess they just kind of are cool with certain things. There we go. Don't die to Pokey. I pressed left. It didn't work. Because I died to Pokey. What the heck are those green things, then? They're not power-up gates. Like, what is the point of that? They're like anti-Pokey gate? Play that song a lot. I think it's for the 48 clip. I am actually lost on that statement. There we go. I can make it. I believe in you, Mario. I don't care enough about that dragon coin to not make it. Beautiful. Thank you, Pokey. But wait, there's more. Boss strategy. Use movement pipe when damaged. Hit the boss aboard the platform. When in front of use the sprite of the line. I see. Space H. Space. Oh, it's this one. I can't go backwards. I have to rely on the platform. Or something. Okay. I think I can manage this if I rush it, if I'm really lucky. Nope. Looks involved. I don't think it is. I think there's a trick I can execute here. Bop. See, wherein Pat ignores the helpful advice that was given and just does his own thing. Does spin fly work? Oh, I should try that. I mean, it worked in the sense that I flew. It didn't work in the sense that it actually helped me out. So ride the platform. Wait for him to come back. Ride him again. Wait for him to come back. Ride him again. Ignore helpful platform. I just need to hesitate there half a second. Like, I think I know what they want me to do. I don't want to do it. I think this is more doable if I just kind of, like, try to wreck the boss as quickly as possible. This also, I think, is a custom thing. Like, there is a, yeah, see? Problem solved. Ignore advice. Do what you think will work. 4 out of 5. It worked. If it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid. Alright. Take Yoshi to make it easy. Okay, Yoshi. Oh, this is literally just the level that is here. I guess it's enjoyable for a moment. Not like a long moment, but for a moment. Until we die. If there's cheese, you take it. Just like supermarket samples. If there's cheese, you take it. Yeah, that level was involved. The movement tech was not something I was ready for. Probably should have tried to face that down at a later time, but whatever. It's done. I'm done. I don't have to do it again.